In this episode, we are talking with a couple who have created a tool, and this tool is amazing for people who are looking to reach and connect with a new type of audience, a different kinds of audience. It's all about empowerment for these folks, and I can't wait for you to hear this conversation with them. Before I do so, though, subscribe to our podcast, give us a rating, leave us a review. When you do that, it actually helps us to identify programs that we want to be a part of. So without further ado, let's go and chat with Coach AP and the Dangerous Diva. Coach AP, Dangerous Diva, welcome to my show. How are you doing?
AP.
AP himself, man. It's been a while coming, and grateful to have you on here. And I know your time is precious, and folks who are listening is going to want to know, who are we talking to? AP Diva, what are we talking about? So we're going to go right in and connect with you all. Why don't we start with telling us who you are and what you do?
I'm gonna let my wife start.
Oh goodness. Well, we are the founders of a tech company called theblacktube.com. We are here to fill a void, a much needed void. We're here to solve a problem. We are here to empower people of color. Everyone is free to join, but we're a video platform here to empower creators, entertainers, actors, content creators, period. From pastors, I mean, we have creators from pastors to dancers, you name it. We don't discriminate. We want everyone to join, but we're here to really empower creators and show them how to monetize the internet. My husband and I have been on the internet for a couple of decades. My husband has. I've been in it for about 15 years. I guess we're telling our age.
I'm young. I'm young. I'm black. I'm beautiful. You know right. What I mean?
Yeah.
Hubby and
IBB.
Hubby and I actually met online. We met on
nice.
Yeah, we met on a website called blackplanet.com. And once we met, that story is a story within itself. He's looking at me because he wants to tell the story.
I never can stop telling this story because she gave me the runaround. Okay, here I am. I'm a musician. I dropped out of college a couple times. I didn't want to. I wanted to stay, but God was calling me elsewhere, and I had a lot of opportunities within music. So I said, wait a minute, look at this internet. It's like 2000. The internet is completely open source. I'm free to just explore and do what I do. So I felt, I've always chased after freedom, purpose and freedom. So I felt free on the internet back in 2000.
Right.
Back in 2000. Not so free these days. But back then I felt really free. So I'm on this platform called Black Planet. And if you could be someone with like 10 million followers on IG or something like that, that's who I was on Black Planet. And I was like this popular guy, this and that. So, I was talking to the different ladies and whatnot all the time. So, I run across this one Dangerous Diva. I said, Dangerous Diva? Like, who's that? So, I sent her some message and, she responded. She gives me her screen name. That's what we had back then with screen names. So I'm talking to her on Yahoo Messenger. And I'm like, wow, this is like the best conversation that I've had with a female ever. So, to cap it off, after talking to this virtuous woman, I'm like, all right, bet, give me your phone number. And she's like, no. I don't give my number to strangers.
I'm like, internet.
We just talk for hours. What do you mean, strangers? You know what I mean? Like, I thought we really was hitting it off. So she doesn't pop back online until, if this was January, she doesn't pop back on until December. So I have this next conversation with her. Same thing. It ends off, no, I'm not giving you my number. So we go through this from 2001 all the way to 2006.
Yeah.
Where she's not giving me her phone number. So that's the reason why I'm looking like that when she's talking about this story about how we met. So finally, something comes and says, hello, why don't you give her your number? So I give her my number, and the weirdest thing happens to me. You know what I mean? I'm at this event in New York City, basketball event at Madison Square Garden. I got two phones. I got the chick phone, you know, and I got my personal phone. So I gave her the number to my personal line. What ends up happening, someone pickpockets me at Madison Square Garden for the chick phone. And I'm like, this is crazy. I no longer have contact with any of these people. And that same night, after the game, I go back home. I get a call from this 310 number. And it's her. This girl in California is calling me while I'm living in New York. And that was it. It was a wrap from there. It was a wrap from there. From then on, it was like we were inseparable. And here we are all these years later, happily married, very successful within the digital space. We've been doing internet-based business for what, 2 decades. We, you know, you see the YouTube plaques and all that, like we got really big on YouTube where we started reaching not millions, but billions of people who just wanted to see our lives with our children. So
first we did it ourselves, and we did red carpets.
We did real good by ourselves.
I'll let you talk about that. And then we had children, and then our children became famous. And then they started getting in commercials, TV, Nickelodeon, and film. So it just seemed like we really had like dominion over the internet. Not many people can find love and success online. We have an amazing track record, glory to God, on the internet. But with that being said, with the success, we were empowered to have a network with YouTube. And
now we're back to smiling. I thought you was getting this to the next part, but yes.
We have
we have a lot of stories. We've done a lot of things in our life, but yeah, so we end up getting this network 2012, and they're like, oh yeah, we want to give you a network. And I'm like, what is that? But I don't say that to them. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll take this network. And they're basically telling us that, like, you now have the power to empower other people. Like, that's what we always wanted to do, was empower other people. So they're like, okay, many of the talents that we work with over 150 channels. These people now, their videos are now being shown on the homepage of YouTube. So as a result of that, we're talking about people going from no viewership to tens of millions of followers to all kinds of different success stories, which came up underneath our umbrella. But then we started to want to reach out to more people who had the same skin color as us. And when we tried to do that, we straight up heard no. Like, we don't want to partner them. That's not the type of people who this content does not meet the criteria to be specific. This is exactly what was told to us.
And I'm talking about positive content, educational content for our people, progressive for our financial literacy for our people. So then that makes us scratch our head like, wait, you know, the content's not ratchet, it's educational, it's informational. Why would they turn their backs on that? But not only that, we partner the people of color that we would partner, we saw a huge marginalization in regards to pay. Why is there a huge disparity in what the white counterparts would receive and the people of color, Black people, would receive? I mean, numbers don't lie. When you look at the numbers and you're saying, okay, oh, well, this just isn't ad friendly. Okay, but that doesn't make any sense. This video is great. Why is it not ad friendly? Just looking for little things to nitpick and have excuses on why, you know, the pay gap was there was a huge disparity.
And it just so happens that every time there's always been an excuse. It's been with a person of color.
Right.
And what they don't know is like, we love everybody.
Right.
So many of the talents that we signed were okay, Caucasian, Asian, Indian, it didn't, Hispanic, it did not matter.
Yeah.
We had
the recipe for success. So we
for
wanted
whoever.
to
So basically, when you're managing the analytics of something and you see, wait a minute, how did this person get paid this? Somebody else, he made the same kind of video.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all not gonna what's really going on over here? So when you really get to analyze it and you start to scratch your head and you say, you know what? Either I can act like I'm blind, and I did not see this and continue to just enjoy the success that I have, or either I'm gonna shine a light on this and create more opportunities for these people who are being overlooked, these people who are being put in the background, shadow banned and given the scraps instead of eating the food off the table. So
as believers, we believe to whom much is given, much is required. So we didn't turn a blind eye to it. We God gave us a vision at the beginning of 2020, said enough was enough, and to create theblacktube.com. That's mainly why it exists, to empower more people of color, to remove the glass ceilings, and to really hold their hand and show them how to monetize the internet. We, again, we're solution oriented. Instead of focusing on the problem and causing a riot or saying this and that, we said, let's create our own system where it's free, where everyone's free to grow and prosper. So that's really why the Black Tube exists.
And you're just explaining the Black Tube literally. So we see it as a tool, and this is a tool for you to be able to grow individually or your business. And so talk to us a little bit more about just kind of, so we understand this is a network that you're building. It is online, fully empowerment driven for people who want to, you know, make earning from the internet, grow their business exposure, etc. Tell me a little bit about who are these people? I mean, I know there are people for the most part, but who are some of the good ideal folks that could go on BlackTube and use it and enjoy it?
Well, the beauty of it is that anybody can enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, the way we look at it is the BlackTube is our house. This is our home. So our doors are open to whoever wants to come in. But the question is, are you going to play by our rules when you come in the house? You know what I mean? That's when there's a problem. If you, I invite people in and there's, wait a minute, one of your guests is acting out of character. You're not respecting the home. So you got to go. But as
house rules.
Exactly. It does not matter who the person is. There's opportunity for everyone on the BlackTube. But to talk in specifics, we have a vision that sort of like when, and we're at the time where the next Black Panther movie is coming out right now. So I remember when the first Black Panther movie came out, we took our children, nieces, nephews, everyone went to see the movie, and man, everybody walked out of that movie theater like, wow, like, look at our people, like, wow, like, we're so smart, we create technology, we got our own resources, you know what I mean? We got vibranium, we got all, like, you just felt like this empowerment. And you felt like being Black was something excellent. And that's what the BlackTube is going to give that feeling for, that feeling. It's going to give you that feeling. So even the people who aren't Black now watch they watch Black Panther as well. And they're like, look, I see so many white kids dressed up as Black Panther for Halloween. I see so many people who now they can embrace our culture on another level. So we want everyone to come to the Black Tube and see our people, to see Afrocentric content celebrated at its best in excellence. So the platform's for everybody.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If you're a content creator, we offer a very diverse business model. We offer so many ways that you can monetize your actual content. So especially content creators with an audience, you have the ability to monetize your audience through our subscription-based model. You can have, if you have a small fan base ranging from, however many you have, you can monetize your audience. So you can charge a monthly subscription rate for all of your content. You can also request donations. There's also a pay-per-view option where you can create a series of content that's paid, exclusive content, and the list goes on. There's so many ways that we help content creators monetize the internet, because we noticed most of our people, they have no problem going viral. We control the trends. We are the culture. But you see the white creators still the dance, it's still, the content that they're doing, and then make money off of the same very exact thing. So we're here to help fill that void and handhold them and show them how to actually structure their content to produce money.
Yeah, that's great. And a lot of people probably have not heard of the Black Tube before, and this is a great opportunity for them to explore and to go learn more about it. But how is it different though from some of the other tubes maybe that are out there, from some of the other platforms that are out there? Can you just share a little bit about sort of what separates the Black Tube from the others, from the obvious, obviously, but like talk a little about that.
It's systematically, it's the system. The system is what differentiates one from the other. In terms of features, our features are similar in terms of our technology is similar. What you can do on other tubes, you can do on our tube as well. But the system is what's so different. Now, their system, the excuse usually is that, oh, we're sorry, the algorithm did not favor your content. Oh, we're sorry, it was the algorithm. Yeah, blame it on the algorithm. So what we say is the Black Tube is where the algorithm is in your favor. So once you eat, I can guarantee it. When you post this video, when this video goes on the Black Tube, you're going to see more viewership than you've seen on any other platform. Why? Because the algorithm is in your favor. And I can really break down algorithms for you guys. I'll do it as quick as possible, just to say that, Facebook, for instance, and YouTube, what they do is they'll say, okay, you have thousands of people in your audience. You have now brought thousands of people over to us. However, we're going to see what the first 10 people that we show your content do. And if those 10 people don't click like, then they're like, his audience isn't engaged. They don't want to see this. So now let's suggest somebody else for them to see instead. And I'm like, how unfair is this? Like, I have people who have subscribed to me. I have a channel with 600,000 subscribers, and you're telling me that all of these people who I literally brought them to your platform. I brought them here. You're telling me I no longer can access my people unless a percentage of them have to click like, subscribe, well, they already subscribed, but click like, leave a comment, like different things that you just put these systems in place. They already were my fans. They already were my family, my people. You know what I mean? But now you've put systems in place which have created limitations now. And we are no longer having our access to our own audiences. So you can grow to 1 million, 10 million followers on Instagram right now. And then you'll say, okay, I got 10 million followers. How come when I post my new video, why am I only getting 5,000 people to see it? And you're scratching your head. So then people who have no clue about it, like, oh yeah, see, they was faking all of the time, or this is not. No, what's happening is that the platforms themselves have created algorithms to limit your growth. So the algorithm on the BlackTube is in your favor, and just in a sensible type of way. Like, okay, these are my people. Let my people have access to me, to my content. So I'll leave it at that.
Well, thanks for sharing that, man. And I think Diva, you were alluding to earlier about some of the things that you can actually do on the platform. And I like the fact that you can actually have that pay-per-view sort of component. Talk to me a little bit about sort of some of the other practical stuff that you can actually do once you're in the BlackTube. You subscribe, you're in, you have an account, whether you're a business or you're an individual or you're a content creator. What are some of the practical things you can actually do while you're out there?
Mm-hmm. Well, members can also upgrade their account to a pro membership, and becoming a pro member, there's all sorts of perks. You can get homepage placement and we're talking about membership starting at like $9.99. You have so many different opportunities you can get verified, mm-hmm. You can get homepage placement, you get merchandise, the BlackTube t-shirts, hats, different things. We also have a point system where even if you're a free member, if you don't upgrade, you still, like you said, the algorithm is in your favor. But also, we actually pay our users to engage on the platform. So when you like, when you comment, even when you watch, there's a point system that adds up and can equate to either money, or you can buy things on the site. You can use it to transfer as a membership fee. There's so many different perks, but the platform is really here to empower our people, because when we looked at creating a solution, mm-hmm. we are the #1 end user on social media. We're the top user. So with that being said, why not get paid for our time? So just engaging on something that you like, watching something that you like, you now have an upper advantage to get money. Basically, we're paying you to use and support other Black and brown creators, other creators that are on the blacktube.com.
You know, that's awesome.
Yeah. So our system for that, how this came about. So I spent some time touring music-wise, London, Denmark, South Africa, Johannesburg, Kenya, different places. And while I'm out there, especially in Africa, I noticed that I gave a driver, I gave him $20. And he said, "Oh my goodness, this will last me the rest of the month." And I said, "What? $20 will last you a month?" So I said, "Wait a minute. How can we get $20 a month to everybody out there?" You know what I mean? We could change the systems in place. There won't be any poverty if we can give everybody $20. So how about we have a platform in place where we have our own version of crypto, the points that my wife was talking about. We call them lit coins. Mm-hmm. So we get Bitcoins, we got lit coins on the BlackTube. So you earn lit coins for your engagement on the platform. And let's say Facebook's been around 17, 18 years. We give away our pictures of our kids graduating school. You see some pictures and videos of people in the hospital, unfortunately. We tell who we're voting for. We talk, we show our cars, we just give our life away for free, is my point.
This podcast is brought to you by MI Digital Hub. MI Digital Hub is a all-in-one 360-degree high-level experience of your digital presence on the web today. If you would like to understand where you are now, what does your digital presence look like today, visit midigitalhub.com. Gives you a full snapshot report on where you are when it comes to SEO, your performance, social media listing, your Google My Business listing. All of those things you will be able to find in a single tool like the MI Digital Hub. At the MI Digital Hub, you will be able to generate that snapshot report and manage exactly what's happening with your digital presence. So visit midigitalhub.com today. Check it out, generate your free report, and certainly dive in to see how you can make changes when it comes to your digital marketing. This podcast is brought to you by M-Messenger. M-Messenger is your all-in-one SMS tool to facilitate SMS messaging across 200 countries around the world. Visit mmessenger.co to learn how you can start using SMS for notifications, for alerts, for updates, whatever you'd like to share with your customers. M-Messenger is the communication tool for you. mmessenger.co. Visit that location and you will be able to learn more about how you can get started today with M-Messenger. This podcast is brought to you by MI Group. MI is your source for technology solutions, digital marketing, and hosting your digital assets on the web today. Visit migroupco.com to learn how you can utilize our services to help you grow your business quickly. migroupco.com to learn more.
And all of this is valuable stuff, valuable information that we should not give away for free. And you get nothing in return from these platforms from me. So on the BlackTube, if you were to earn $10 a day in Litcoins, okay, in 1 year, that's $3,650. You know, so granted, we don't have a leap year. Over the course of 17 years, that's $62,050 that you could have earned just for your engagement in a platform. And that's US dollars. So if in other third world countries, we times that times 100, here we have somebody who basically can own land, own pretty much change their family's life just from watching content. They're like, my man, how'd you make this money?
Yeah.
I was just watching all of my favorite movies, watching my favorite content creators, and I earned the money just from doing that. So this is the system we put in place for the users alone to earn revenue. And then if you live in the States, $62,000, I mean, go ahead, buy that nice car that you always wanted, or, you know, take the money and invest into whatever you want. But we're all about creating solution after solution and giving back to our people.
And you're already watching these content anyways, right? You're already consuming them naturally anyways. So why not just collect something for it and let it let it grow, you know, let it compound. So let me ask you now about sort of integration. So can you integrate this? Let's say I have a website or I have got somewhere else that I'm doing stuff. Can I do any integration on my site or on my page? You know, how does that piece work? What else can I integrate the BlackTube with?
Absolutely. So our articles, we also have an article section as well, but like the videos can be embedded into any website.
Okay.
We have full integration for whatever it is that you're looking to do. Is like just look at us as the destination to not only, for one, to store your content as well, if you want a place to store your content, but then also knowing that there aren't the same rules in place that where, okay, now this platform owns your content. No, you, the creator, you own your content. You know, so or whoever has a channel on the BlackTube, basically, I look at it as you now own digital real estate. Each channel is a piece of digital real estate. Mm-hmm. And the more you put into your property, into your real estate, the more it's going to be worth. So yeah, there's no limitations at all in terms of what you can do once you become a member on the BlackTube.
Awesome. So those people who are listening and this sounds great and they want to know more, they want to be able to kind of lean in and become a member, how should they go about doing this? I heard you mention you can start it free, you can upgrade, there are a number of things you can do. Where do we need to go to start signing up for this?
theblacktube.com.
So you go to theblacktube.com and you just go ahead and hit sign up. Awesome.
And get started. That's your Litcoins are earning, revenue towards your audience, with your audience.
I don't know if I could show you guys, but like, let's see. Mm-hmm.
So you click sign up.
Okay. So the sign up button is right there where you see that that man right there. You click that.
Yeah.
You can either log in or register right from there. And then it's just a simple process to register. You wanted to show them some more?
Click register.
You click register. It's a simple sign up, few questions. Yeah. You'll be a member within a minute, and then you will benefit. You now have access to benefits, more benefits, because many people watch. Right now, the majority of people, they look at what goes on the BlackTube. For instance, I don't want to date the video, but something happened with Kanye recently, and the video is available nowhere, or the video is available somewhere. It's on the BlackTube right now. So people are watching this video, and thousands of people are watching this video without being logged into the BlackTube. So they got to get something from this piece of content that's not available anywhere else. But if they were logged in, they would have earned revenue for watching the video while being a member. So there's huge benefits to becoming an actual member on the BlackTube. So I want you guys to register for that. And even the power of our Litcoin, the beauty of it, like the currency is kind of like the stock market, where it fluctuates. The value of the Litcoin increased by 750% from last month to this month. So people who had money in there, all of a sudden it went up and it skyrocketed more. So as our platform continues to grow, it's only going to continue to increase. I'm having a lot of fun, a lot of pleasure with what God has imparted into us that will, further things for our people and make true change in this world.
That's awesome, man. And for listeners who are listening, AP had a screen up showing top right-hand corner. When you go to the blacktube.com, the top right-hand corner, you'll definitely see the option to register and sign up, because you watch stuff without registering, then you're basically leaving money on the table, right? So you want to be able to do that. Now, I know you guys have been in business for quite some time, and staying in business is not easy. And we're always interested in understanding, what's been the best thing that has happened to you since you guys have been in business.
The best thing is there's a number of best things. One of the best things is to help people. And being able to say that we created 5 millionaires just through having vision of what you can do to take somebody, just see somebody and say, you know what, I see potential in this person. I have vision, I have foresight that this person with the right tools in place can actually become a major success. And then to actually see it happen, that's a great feeling right there. An extremely great feeling for me is to see that happen. So I would say that as being one of the things. And then also, I don't know, with my wife, you know, how many people have come up to you in person or via the internet and said that one of your videos has touched them or made a shift, a change in their lives. And this, you know, I'm not one to take credit. We don't take credit for anything. God gets, you know, he gets all of the praises for everything. Definitely. But just to know that you might have inspired somebody.
Yeah.
There's actors out there right now that they weren't acting, and we might have had a little conversation, and they're like, you know what, you inspired me. I'm acting now, and I'm like, I see these guys, I see these girls, and they're successful now. Then they want to take us out to eat. You know what I mean? Food is on me now because I'm going to this next level. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I say this: making money, it's not even the fun part. You know what I mean? Because the more money you make, the more people want that money. You know? Yeah. That's usually what it's like. But the most exciting parts is the process of going from A to B. So I really think that people should enjoy the process. You know what I mean? To me, the first day, the day that this vision comes to you, the day that like this podcast I did came to you, for me, that's the best day. As time goes on and then you reflect, you're like, man, I was on a high that day when this was created. And, you know, when you see it actually succeed, then you're kind of like, oh, okay, like this is good. But that first day, not much like that first day. What'd you say? Yeah.
No, just thinking about it.
I saw you thinking for a minute.
Yeah, now, you know, listening to you.
Husband and wife stuff. You got lipstick on your teeth. All right.
Some real romantic stuff going on here.
Y'all don't mind me. It's people on the Black Tube sending me messages left and right. So I got 2 computers back to back. So I was multitasking, but I'm here with y'all.
So just thinking about it, the best thing that I say happened to us thus far would be our YouTube channel being deleted. I say all the pitfalls, all the hurdles that we overcome on YouTube before our channel was deleted, seeing the discrepancies in the numbers actually pushed us into purpose. And us being obedient opened the doors to empower so many others.
Wow.
Us not being selfish and saying, hearing the voice of God and saying, yes, this is our purpose. We were interning for God. It's just like we were going through all these different trials and tribulations, but he was molding us and perfecting us to do his will. So for us, we believe all things work together for the good for those that love the Lord. So what looked bad was actually our blessing. It was a part of the story. So had that not all happened, the Black Tube wouldn't exist. It seriously wouldn't exist. Everything would have been gravy then.
So on that
we would have kept getting checks.
So on that note, that plaque goes down.
And we had, I mean, our family alone has over 1 billion views on YouTube. Being a person of color, you can imagine the amount of sweat, blood, and tears that it took to get that amount. And I'm saying that was the best thing that happened to us because it pushed us into purpose. So whoever's watching, welcome challenges, welcome the pitfalls, because God is molding you, he is perfecting you, and he's bringing out character and most likely pushing you into your destiny. So,
oh man, that's awesome. That's so great. That's so great. Pushing you into purpose. Listen, man, this is awesome. Is there anything that I didn't ask you both that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, with that being said, we could just end it with you asked us any books, any podcasts, any, it's important to soak up people or good things that are headed in the direction that you are headed in. So it's good to have, it's good to have role models, or good to have people that you've seen that could somewhat give you a blueprint, not only in success, but in faith. So right now we just soak up, we're under a ministry called Revelation Church, and under a prophet named Dr. Prophet, he's also a doctor, Dr. Prophet Lovy Elias, E-L-I-A, Prophet Lovy, L-O-V-Y. And we eat, breathe, and sleep his revelation. He gives fresh revelation to the word. Being an entrepreneur, you have to have stamina, and you have to have a lot of perseverance and consistency, because the road traveled is not, that road is not easy.
There's not many people on that road.
You have to have foresight, insight, and you have to be tough and have grit. So make sure you positively reinforce your mind, body, and soul. So it's important to take care of your health, important to take care of your mind, and your heart. Just make sure it's a whole puzzle. It's not just business. It's health, mind, body, soul. You got to take care of all three.
We
Awesome.
do coaching as well. I'm Coach AP. My site is coachap.net. So I coach entrepreneurs, musicians, whoever. And my wife, hers is Diva Class. So divaclass.net, and on Diva Class, she's coaching and empowering women to, just push forward and to go to learning how to juggle so many things at a time. Because
if we had told them what we've been through in this past year and to see us smiling and standing, you wouldn't believe what we've been through.
Yes. So
through this whole obedience path, right?
Yeah. It definitely has been a journey. You guys are going to have to watch the movies that we have in the works. We have docu-series that are in the works. We also have an animation series, and all of these on the Sow and Love family will be on the Black Tube. And our sons, J Funk, our oldest, and our youngest miracle baby, Josiah. These kids are awesome, and they have been reaching millions of kids since they've been born. And now it's like you get to see an even deeper look into our family via the Black Tube. So a lot of this content will be on the Black Tube. And like I said, if you are a business owner or someone that needs that kind of uplifting and empowerment, then we're here for you for that as well. Because what my wife just said is basically like, we don't start our day off work. Like a lot of it is meditation. A lot of it is, it's important who your spiritual advisors are. Who it all starts up here. If you can get this right,
everything else will follow.
You get this right, you get your eyes right, and you're good to go. But if you're clouded inside here and here, it's going to be hard to become successful.
Awesome. You got to get the mind right. So I'm always interested in books and podcasts, because I love to read, and I love to share what books we've been reading. So what books have you read or currently reading that you find that would be powerful, something that we can also lean into?
Lean into the Bible, man.
Seriously. No, seriously, for us, that's our main book.
That's awesome.
I have another one, Women of the Bible Speak. We've read The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know,
Purpose-Driven Life is a good one too. But you know, I really the thing is, and I know it might sound cliche to say the Bible, but you can read the Bible, and I got one right in front of me right now. Like, you can read it and it can just be words for you. But when you do what I said, which is free your mind, and your eyes are not clouded, and you're locked in. There's so many different layers, so many different things in there, so much revelation, so many things that are current for what you're going through right now. And in a great way, in terms of wanting to be prosperous and successful, it's all in there. But if you don't have the revelation, if you're not ready and prepared to read it, you won't get it. You know, so that's the most important thing, is for me to have you guys, any book you read, and that's what I would want you to do, is you might need to fast during that time when you want to focus on, like, just get focused. There's so many distractions in this world. Particularly today, more so than ever. And the battle is a battle for our time. You know what I mean? Like, each one of us, Ricardo, you included, you have a purpose in this life. And the battle is to get you away from your purpose. Okay. It's like, okay, how can I distract him? So let me put the things that he likes in front of him. I don't know if it's football, soccer, sports, entertainment. It could be anything, or comedy, that, like,
women,
whatever. They're gonna look for whatever that can stop him from doing this great thing that we know that he's called to do. Let's distract him and make it take longer for him to do that. And if you get distracted, now you might not achieve what you were set out to achieve in this world. But if you say, okay, remember my father always taught me that freedom comes with discipline. So if I discipline myself and I really lock in and say, no, I'm going to focus on this. It's like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest of all time in basketball. And I see this, like, Redeem Team. They have like a docu-series out, and they're talking about how all of the guys went to the club in Vegas, 5:30. They come back from the club, and Kobe's already drenched. He's already drenched, and then he's working out. So now you're seeing why this person is on another level than all the rest of you. So it became contagious, and then they all began to do what they saw him doing. So if you can lock in, and this is coming from someone that's successful. So if you can lock in and stay focused on the path ahead, stay focused on your purpose, there's nothing that will stop you from succeeding.
Amazing. Listen, man, this is awesome. We're always looking for creators like yourself, empower like yourself, to come on the show to talk to us about tools that they're using to grow, that our listeners can actually use as well. I don't know if you have any recommendations, like who should be the next guest that we should bring on the show, that's popping up in your mind that we should definitely talk to, because we want to keep this kind of momentum, right? Because it's been pretty awesome just having this level of conversation and getting this empowerment from you all. So we'd love to know, is there anyone that's a creator or master users of any tool out there that can really help our listeners to grow, that you'd love to recommend?
I'm feeling it's going to be a surprise guest.
Surprise guest. And that you guys have to tune in to the next show, because we're going to bring a surprise guest. You had something you was going to straight up say? Yeah. Well, it's for him to interview, right? You're asking for suggestions on who you
for us to bring on the show, for sure.
I would say the Black Dollar Network, BDN.
Yeah, absolutely.
BDN, yeah.
BDM, yeah, Julius and all. We got to bring those guys over on here.
Yeah,
For
Black
sure.
Dollar Network. Those guys,
the Black Dollar.
Those guys are amazing. They instantly did come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying surprised because I mean we've been blessed to and fortunate to encounter so many great people like yourself. So I'm like it could be
so many.
It could be anyone.
We have so many.
You just got to tune in. You just got to be on the next episode
to tune in
to know what's going on.
Yeah, all of your shows.
Don't miss out.
Yeah, and go to the Black Tube. You got to go on there and you got to get set up because this is an ecosystem, right? We're going to make sure that that everybody's touched in this regard. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us for a few. We wish you well. We love you. We want you to keep doing what you're doing, keep empowering, and we'll check in with you a couple months because I'd really love to kind of stay in touch and see how things are going. What's the next level thing that the Black Tube is gonna be riding the next wave? So let's stay
exciting
and I see the excitement already, like you can't wait, right? So let's keep in touch, guys, and thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you for having
us.
That was Coach AP and the Dangerous Diva talking about the Black Tube. Go to theblacktube.com to sign up to get your account, start monetizing your ability to view and engage with content. That was amazing. I hope you had some great takeaways like I did. But don't forget, folks, go ahead and like us, leave us a review, subscribe to us. That actually really helps us when you do that. Tell us what kind of content you'd like to hear. So until next time, don't forget to choose a tool to help you rule your growth. We'll talk soon.